And yet we'll try and convince ourselves that we are not totally responsible for our actions, but that forces of nature play a part. If this was so, it would be possible to come up with some sort of scientific formula to tell us what will happen and when. Life will be a lot easier. Every single answer to every single question will be known. It will be an era of illumination. It will certainly be an era of boredom. Mankind would be glad of violence and unpredictability. There may even be a man in this time of reason and logic who will say, "Oh, to hell with this. Let's rip this system apart in order to regain our free will." But more important, this way of thinking is that this fool will have many followers. So now you're thinking, choice doesn't actually exist in reality. Science proves that desire and free will are nothing more. I know. I wanted to say that myself. If a mathematical formula does exist to tell us what will happen and why, then man will cease to be man. He will no longer desire. Why desire that which has to happen? What is man without desire and free will? I mean, sometimes we make decisions from a nonsense way of thinking. And because in that nonsense we see a path to an easier way of life. But if our decision is already known and logical and reasonable, then certain desires will no longer exist. Why? Well, because reason always wins over desire. There may even be a table that will show us the rules of free will. Let's say, for example, I scowl at someone simply because I had no choice in scowling at them. I had to. I mean, what freedom is that? The next 30 years of my life will be mapped out for me, and there's nothing I can do but just accept it. You must excuse me for standing on my soapbox for so long. I'm sorry. Excuse me, but let me continue. Reason is a wonderful thing. But reason is just reason. It only satisfies the rational side of man. But I want to live my life. I want to explore all my capabilities, not just my capability for reason. I mean, what does reason know? Reason only knows what it has succeeded in knowing. Free will acts as a whole, conscious or unconscious, even if free will is wrong. It lives. Yes, you say man cannot go against freedom. Mathematics has shown this, but I tell you there will be one exception where a man will go against all that is good. He will choose what is dangerous and harmful to him simply so he has free will. I mean, individuality and personality, these are important things. This may even be the best choice for us all. I mean, sometimes free will can agree with reason. I mean, not all the time, of course, you understand. Just as choosing free will over desire. Okay. Let us suppose that mankind isn't actually stupid. I mean, after all, if mankind is stupid, then who is indeed wise? If mankind is not stupid, then he is incredibly ungrateful. Although that is not his worst trait. That is his fascination with morality, and in consequence a lack of common sense. I mean, the history books are filled with this. The only word you could use never to describe what has happened before is rational. And yet, even now, there are those who choose to live their lives in a moral and responsible way just to be an example to other people. And yet, sooner or later, these people will show us their immoral acts, contrary to the persona that they have already displayed.